Good morning. It's a beautiful day today. Oh my goodness. It is springing like crazy out here. And I wanted to come outside and talk about some of our weekend projects that we did. It poured all weekend. It rained all weekend. So we couldn't work on the siding for the house. Because you can't put up siding when it's wet, you know. So there's the siding that we have put up. We're almost done with the dormer. It's really so close. And I'm gonna show you the metal that River bent, because that's pretty cool. And I'm drinking my tea outside because it's just so nice. It's so nice out this morning. I can't. It's just been raining for days. That's how it feels. It's been raining like every day a little bit. I think we had 2 clear days last week. Lots of rain. I'm over it. Oh yeah. I'm impressed with how good it looks. I was not excited about putting up vinyl at all. It has exceeded my expectations. It looks really good. You can see what we did. The front of the house is going to be board and batten, but the side of the house is just like a regular clapboard. That's because board and batten siding is like 3 times as expensive with clapboards for vinyl. So there we are. So this is called a brake. This piece of equipment here. Called a brake. So we got these huge things of rolled metal. Unfortunately, I didn't get any pictures of this. We got these huge things of rolled metal. You put your rolled metal in here. I had River explain it to me. And then this has these wheels on it. Right over here. I'll show you from this side. Right here. And so after you have measured out how much metal you want, you slide this along and the wheels cut your metal piece. Then you slide your metal down here, you clamp it, you pull it tight like that. Yeah, I just pulled the heel, loosen, tighten. Now your metal is clamped right down nice and tight. Then you pull up on these. There's 2 handles. You pull up on these 2 handles and you push as hard as you can, and that bends your metal for you. So these are all the pieces of metal that River bent for the trim. Look how pretty. All the bends are so nice. They are really so clean. It's a wonderful machine. Oh my goodness. So, where's my camera? Goes there, up there. That's where all the wood is covered. So all this wood that you can see right here will have metal on it. And along the front here, that will all have metal on it. And then the vinyl soffit goes underneath that. I don't know if we can see that. So that right up there, that is vinyl soffit, and then the vinyl siding. We got black soffit. I just wanted all the trim to be black. I don't know. I looked at a lot of houses and I just liked how that looked. So there we go. Black trim, black soffit, white siding. I'm excited about it. Want to talk about what you're doing? Your rainy day project?
Well, we're trying to make progress while it's raining and I can't do the siding. So one of the things, if you look at the terrain here, it's not really flat enough for staging, for regular pipe staging. So, and we needed to grade back here anyways. So I am basically taking that pile of soil right there that we've removed from. I think a lot of that came from underneath the barn. Some of it came from grading the driveway on the front of the house. Anyway, we're taking that soil, we're putting it around the south gable and then this long wall of the building here, trying to get it flat and getting close to the grade that it's going to end up being at. We'll have a retaining wall with a lot of the large stones that we've gathered along here, and then there'll be a step down, and the leach field and the septic tank will be down below. And our plan is to be able to drive machinery if we need to around, and then gain access below the retaining wall if for some reason the leach field needs to be serviced or tank needs to be pumped or whatnot. Obviously that would only happen during the dry season.
Or if the ground's frozen.
or the ground's frozen.
Yep.
But it's not icy yet.
Yep.
Anyway, that's part of what we're doing on this rainy day. I bent a bunch of metal trim. I guess the next thing is to go up and drill holes in between the blocking, in between the rafters, to allow ventilation air to travel up along the underside of the sheathing. I put solid blocking in because originally we were planning on using spray foam, but we moved away from that. So that means that now we have to cut some of the wood out of the way to allow the air to travel up through the soffit along the underside of the sheathing, the roof sheathing, and then it'll exit via the ridge vent. Anyway, there's a few rainy day projects. This morning we did some planning on, we need some sort of roof to go over the back door to protect people from falling snow and ice. I don't really want to put snow guards up on the roof because they'll hold the snow back and potentially create ice dams. And there is a vulnerable spot where the dormer meets the roof pitch that we're trying to keep water and ice and snow away from. So our solution is to forego snow guards and build a deck with a roof on it. So we did some planning on that. And we're going to make it big enough that we can put a table out there and have meals out there at the barbecue and so forth. Anyway, rainy day stuff. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be clear midweek, so after work this week I ought to be able to spend a fair amount of time working on the siding. I made pretty good progress on Friday before it started, before I had to quit.
Join us next week for an update on our building project, as well as any adventures we get up to, and possibly some recipes from our kitchen.